A small delegation of migrant workers turning out for a case that could have big implications, fighting for the right to be treated like any other citizen here.
And they really want to deny the rights and equality for foreign domestic workers.
For the nearly 300,000 mostly Filipino and Indonesian domestic helpers who work keeping Hong Kong's homes clean, this is seen as an important test case. But it's created huge resentment in a city fearful of thousands coming to live here permanently with their families.
Imagine if you have more than 100,000 people, a lot of Hong Kong local workers will become jobless because their standard of English may not as good as the Filipino.
That's not the Filipinos' fault, though, is it?
They may lose the jobs.
According to commentators, the tone of the reaction says a lot about local attitudes to poorer Asian neighbours.
They are cheap. They can be regarded as a sort of a subclass who you don't have to treat in the way that you have to treat local people.
In a shelter for migrant workers who have nowhere else to go, Josefina Toledo, packing her bags for home.
I long to see my children again, but I will be sad to leave my friends behind here.
Her contract terminated in a bitter row with her employers. She comes off the worst, having no rights to stay here.
I was in tears. They forced me out into the street, shouting and laughing at me.
This court case could change the way she and thousands of others are treated. And despite local fears of burdening the system, most workers say they couldn't afford to live here and wouldn't want to anyway. For the majority of migrant workers, this case is largely symbolic but important nonetheless. To have a court here tell them they're entitled to the same rights as the people they work for. Rob McBride, Al Jazeera, Hong Kong.